Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that affects every single one of us as we get older, but it's a topic that rarely gets the spotlight it deserves. I'm talking about sarcopenia. Now, that might sound like a complicated medical term, but it's actually quite simple. It's the age-related loss of muscle mass, strength, and function. Think of it as a silent thief that gradually steals your strength over time. And this isn't just some vague concept of getting weaker with age, it's a recognized medical condition. In fact, it has its own diagnostic code, ICD-10-M62.84, officially classifying it as a muscle disease. What's really important to understand is that this process doesn't just suddenly start when you're 70 or 80. The foundations for sarcopenia are laid much earlier. For most people, this muscle loss begins subtly around age 40. You might not even notice it at first. Maybe it takes a little more effort to lift something heavy, or you feel a bit more tired after a long walk. These are the early whispers of a problem that, if left unaddressed, can really start to shout. After age 60, this process can accelerate significantly, leading to a much more noticeable decline in physical ability and overall health. But here's the good news, and it's why I'm so passionate about making this video for you today. Sarcopenia isn't an inevitable sentence of frailty. It is something we can actively fight against and in many cases even reverse. The choices you make today, the food you eat, the way you move your body, your daily habits, have a profound impact on how your muscles will age. So, stick with me, because we're going to break down exactly what sarcopenia is, why it matters so much, and most importantly, the powerful evidence-based strategies you can use to protect your muscles and stay strong, active, and independent for years to come. Let's get into it, and if you find this information helpful, please like and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. So let's dive a little deeper and really define what we're talking about when we say sarcopenia. The word itself comes from the Greek word sarx, meaning flesh, and penia, meaning loss. So quite literally, it means loss of flesh. But it's more than just losing a bit of muscle bulk. It's a three-pronged attack on your body. You lose muscle mass, the actual size and volume of your muscles. You lose muscle strength, which is the force your muscles can generate. And you lose physical function, like your ability to perform everyday tasks such as walking, climbing stairs, or getting out of a chair. This is a critical distinction because you can lose strength even faster than you lose mass. It's this combination that makes sarcopenia so impactful on your quality of life. And as I mentioned, this isn't just a cosmetic issue or a normal, unavoidable part of aging that we should just accept. The medical community now officially classifies sarcopenia as a distinct muscle disease. This recognition is huge because it shifts the perspective from one of passive acceptance to one of active diagnosis, prevention, and treatment. The process typically begins around age 40, where we can lose about 1% of our muscle mass per year. That might not sound like much, but it adds up. By the time we hit our 60s and 70s, that rate can triple if we're not actively doing something about it. This acceleration is what can catch people off guard, leading to a rapid decline in their independence and overall health. Okay, so we're losing muscle. Why is that such a big deal? Well, your muscles are so much more than what you use to lift things. They are a critical metabolic organ, essential for your entire body's health and resilience. When your muscles weaken, it sets off a dangerous domino effect. The most immediate and obvious risk is an increased likelihood of falls. Weaker leg and core muscles mean poorer balance and stability. A simple trip over a rug, which you might have easily recovered from in your 30s, can lead to a serious fall in your 60s, often resulting in fractures. And a hip fracture, for an older adult, can be a life-altering event, frequently leading to a loss of independence. But the consequences go far beyond just falls. Sarcopenia is a major contributor to a condition we call frailty, a state of increased vulnerability to stressors that can lead to a downward spiral in health. Weaker muscles also mean your bones are under less stress, which can accelerate bone loss and increase your risk for osteoporosis. Furthermore, since muscle is a primary user of glucose from your bloodstream, losing muscle mass makes it harder for your body to manage blood sugar, significantly raising your risk for type 2 diabetes. Ultimately, sarcopenia impacts your ability to live a full, active life. It can rob you of your independence, your confidence, and your longevity. It's not just about adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. So what's driving this muscle-stealing process? It's not just one single culprit, but rather a combination of factors that conspire against our muscles as we age. The primary driver is, of course, the aging process itself. As we get older, our hormonal landscape changes. There's a natural decline in hormones that help build and maintain muscle, like testosterone and growth hormone, in both men and women. At the same time, our muscle cells become less sensitive to the signals that tell them to grow and repair. It's like the construction crew in our body is getting older, smaller, and a little hard of hearing. They just don't respond to the call to build as effectively as they used to. On top of these biological changes, our lifestyle choices play a massive role. The most significant accelerator of sarcopenia is physical inactivity. The use it or lose it principle is brutally true for our muscles. A sedentary lifestyle tells your body that these metabolically expensive muscles aren't needed, so it begins to dismantle them. Poor nutrition is another major factor. Many older adults don't consume enough high-quality protein, which provides the essential building blocks, amino acids, for muscle repair. Chronic low-grade inflammation, which often increases with age, and the presence of chronic illnesses like heart disease or kidney disease can also put the body in a catabolic or muscle breakdown state. Finally, deficiencies in key nutrients like vitamin D, which is crucial for muscle function, can further exacerbate the problem. So, let's talk about the warning signs. Because, sarcopenia happens so gradually, its early signs can be easy to dismiss as just getting older. But being able to recognize these red flags early is, key to taking action before significant muscle is lost. One of the most telling signs is a noticeable decrease in grip strength. Do you find it harder to open jars, carry heavy groceries, or hold on to things securely? This is a well-researched indicator of overall muscle strength. Another major sign is a change in your gait. Are you walking more slowly than you used to? Do you feel less steady on your feet? Your walking speed is actually considered a vital sign by many geriatricians because it's so closely linked to overall health and function. Other warning signs can be more subtle. You might look in the mirror and notice a loss of muscle tone, where your arms or legs appear thinner or less defined, even if your body weight hasn't changed much. This is often because muscle is being replaced by fat. Pay attention to functional movements. Do you need to use your arms to push yourself up out of a chair or off the toilet? That's a classic sign that your leg muscles have weakened. Feeling unusually fatigued after activities that used to be easy is another clue. And of course, the most alarming sign is an increase in falls. If you find yourself stumbling or falling more often, it is a critical signal that your strength and balance are compromised and you need to see a doctor. Alright, now for the most important part, the battle plan. And our number one weapon against sarcopenia is exercise, specifically resistance training. I cannot overstate this. Lifting weights, using resistance bands, or even just using your own body weight are the most effective ways to tell your muscles they need to stick around and get stronger. This type of exercise creates tiny micro tears in your muscle fibers, and when your body repairs them, it builds them back bigger and stronger. You're not just slowing the decline, you're actively reversing it. You want to aim for at least 2 sessions per week, targeting all the major muscle groups: legs, hips, back, abdomen, chest, shoulders, and arms. Don't be intimidated. You can start with light weights or even a chair for support. But it's not just about lifting. A well-rounded approach is crucial. Aerobic or cardio exercise like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling is also incredibly important. While it might not build muscle to the same degree as resistance training, it improves your cardiovascular health, which ensures your muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to function and repair. It also helps manage body weight and reduces inflammation, and we can't forget about balance and flexibility. Activities like yoga or Tai Chi are fantastic for improving your stability, coordination, and range of motion. This directly translates to a lower risk of falls and helps you move with more confidence and ease in your daily life. The goal is to create a routine that is comprehensive, sustainable, and even enjoyable. You can't outtrain a bad diet, and that is especially true when you're fighting sarcopenia. Exercise provides the stimulus for muscle growth, but nutrition provides the raw materials. The single most important nutrient is protein. As we age, our bodies experience something called anabolic resistance, which means we need more protein to trigger the same muscle-building response as a younger person. That's why the old recommendations often aren't enough. The goal should be to consume about 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein with each meal. Spreading your intake throughout the day is much more effective than having one huge high-protein dinner. This provides your muscles with a steady supply of amino acids for repair and synthesis. Beyond just the total amount of protein, the type matters too. You want to focus on foods rich in the amino acid leucine, which is like the master switch that turns on muscle protein synthesis. Leucine-rich foods include whey protein, milk, beef, chicken, fish, and soy. But protein isn't the only player. Vitamin D is critical for muscle function and strength, and many people are deficient. Getting some sensible sun exposure and eating foods like fatty fish and fortified milk can help, but supplementation is often necessary. Be sure to talk to your doctor about getting your levels checked. Calcium is also vital, not just for bones, but for muscle contraction. And finally, omega-3 fatty acids found in fish oil and flax seeds can help reduce inflammation and may even enhance the muscle-building effects of protein and exercise. Exercise and nutrition are the two main pillars, but our overall lifestyle forms the foundation that supports them. And the most underrated performance-enhancing, muscle-protecting activity you can do is sleep. Sleep is when your body does the majority of its repair work. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which is critical for muscle recovery and growth. If you're consistently skimping on sleep, you are robbing your body of its prime time for rebuilding. Aim for a solid 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine and optimizing your sleep environment can make a huge difference in both the quantity and quality of your rest. Proper hydration is also key, as water is essential for every metabolic process, including muscle function. Beyond that, we need to actively reduce the things that sabotage our muscles. Smoking is a major one. It increases inflammation and reduces blood flow, starving your muscles of the oxygen and nutrients they need. Excessive alcohol consumption can also impair muscle protein synthesis and interfere with recovery. So, quitting smoking and moderating alcohol intake are powerful steps. Finally, don't underestimate the mind-body connection. Staying socially engaged and mentally active helps reduce stress and fight the depression that can sometimes accompany physical decline. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, a hormone that actively breaks down muscle tissue. So engaging in hobbies, spending time with loved ones, and practicing mindfulness are all part of a holistic anti-sarcopenia strategy. We've covered a lot today, from what sarcopenia is to the detailed, actionable steps you can take to fight back. The key takeaway I want you to leave with is this: while aging is inevitable, frailty is not. Sarcopenia is preventable and manageable. The power to influence how you age is truly in your hands. I want you to start thinking of your muscles in a new way. They are not just for show. They are your body's metabolic engine, your armor against injury, and your key to maintaining independence and vitality for your entire life. Think of your muscles as your health savings account. The investments in strength and nutrition you make now will pay incredible dividends down the road, ensuring you have the physical capital you need to draw upon in your later years. It's never too late to start. Whether you're 45 and just noticing the first subtle changes, or you're 75 and want to regain strength you've lost, your body has an amazing capacity to adapt and grow stronger. The science is clear: resistance training works, proper nutrition works, and a healthy lifestyle works. You don't have to accept weakness as your fate. You can build a stronger, more resilient body at any age. The journey starts with a single step, a single lift, a single healthy meal. It's about making a conscious decision to prioritize your strength and your future self. So, I encourage you to take this information and turn it into action. Start small, be consistent, and listen to your body. Every effort you make is a deposit into that health savings account. Protect your strength, and you will be protecting your future. Because when it comes to your muscles, the mantra is simple: move it, feed it, protect it. Your muscles will protect you. Thanks for watching. and stay healthy out there.